What's up guys, welcome back to Healthy Recipe. Today we're gonna make a delicious fried rice recipe, only we're not really gonna fry it. We're gonna use veg broth instead of oil to get the frying of the aromatics. It's gonna be absolutely delicious, totally fat free, loaded with veggies. So let's get right to work. Alright, so we got a whole bunch of ingredients here. You can make this your own, use whatever leftover veggies, odds and ends you have in the fridge. I'm just giving you guys the technique on how to do this, basically oil free. Alright, so what we have here is about 2 cups of chopped carrots, about 3 cups of portobello mushrooms cut in half and sliced into thin slices, about 3.5 cups of chopped broccoli, about 1/2 cup of scallions, about 3 tablespoons of minced ginger, finely minced, 1/2 cup of soy sauce. You could use reduced sodium if you want less sodium, about 3 cups of Napa cabbage, just cut into small strips, 1 cup of minced white onion, about 3 tablespoons of fresh garlic cloves minced, about 3 tablespoons of my own veg broth, and we got here about 6 cups of basmati rice. And this rice is pre-cooked, and if you have leftover rice from the day before, it's even better. Once it cools, it's easier to work with. Fresh rice, for some reason, it just kind of seems to break apart. It does not work as well as pre-cooked cold rice. So basically this is all the ingredients. It takes a little bit of chopping depending on how many veggies you're using. This has got a ton of veggies to rice ratio. I try to get a lot of vitamins and minerals, so that's why I have so much. You could use less, you could use more, you could use whatever you have in your fridge. So basically how we're going to start this is we've got a wok over here, and we're going to go on medium-high heat, so about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And first thing I'm going to do is we're going to drop our veggie broth in. Start with that. Now we're going to start with the aromatics, and this is the base of your fried rice. This is going to give it the flavor. Once your veggie broth is nice and hot, I'm going to go in with the onions, garlic. Alright, so we're going to give that a quick little stir there, allow that to heat up and become translucent. I'm going to go ahead and add our carrots, since the carrots is one of the toughest veggies that we're going to be cooking in this. Stir it up. I'm going to actually bring the heat up to high now, just to speed up the process a little bit. I'm going to go in with the mushrooms. And it looks like a lot of veg, but a lot of this is going to reduce, especially the mushrooms. A lot of water. So we're going to let that go for about 4 to 5 minutes to kind of like cook down, and then we're going to add more. Before I forget, I need to add the ginger in. That also goes in early to kind of marry with those flavors. I'm going to give it a stir. The whole house smells amazing, as you can imagine. Ginger, garlic, onion, just really aromatic. We're going to let that go and cook down, and we're going to come back and add some more. So now that we've cooked this down quite a bit, I'm going to go ahead and add our Napa cabbage. We'll go ahead and add the broccoli. And then give it a good toss, and we're going to allow this to cook down some more again before adding our rice. I could use a bigger wok for this, but this is what I have, so it's kind of like what I'm going to work with. So now we're going to allow the broccoli to just slightly cook down a little bit along with the cabbage. It's going to reduce a little bit in size, not too much because we don't want to make that broccoli mushy. And then at the end we're going to go ahead and add the cold rice, mix it all together, throw the sauce in, soy sauce, and then finish it off with the scallions, and we're ready to go. Here we go. The veggies are nice and reduced now. We got a lot of the water out, has evaporated. So we're gonna go ahead and add our cooked rice. nice toss there. Mix it all together. You see the ratio of rice to veggies. We got a lot of veggies in here compared to the rice, so we're getting a lot of nutrients and a lot of fiber in this dish. I'm gonna break it down really well. I'm gonna turn down the heat a little bit because everything in here has already been cooked, so you don't want anything to stick. I'm gonna go ahead and add in our soy sauce. Half of it first. Mix it in nicely. It's gonna color the rice, make everything look beautiful. As you can imagine, this smells amazing right now. That veg broth will also give some nice flavor to everything. You could also add, you know, peas to this. You can add string beans, sweet corn, whatever you like, whatever you have in the fridge. If you have leftover veggies, this is a great way to use them. So now we got the soy sauce incorporated nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of it. Just like that. And final mix. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in our scallions now. Another thing that I really like is sprouted mung beans or bean sprouts. I love that in my fried rice. Really, really delicious. You can easily grow them at home with a burlap sack. You just order the mung beans. I get mine on Amazon and I sprout them sometimes. Really good. So there we are. Pretty much done. How beautiful that looks. Tons of veggies. And that way, if you have any veggies that are near their expiration, you can take them and make this delicious rice easily with leftover rice from the day before. We usually always have rice in our rice cooker, so we always have leftover rice. So any kind of time we got some veggies, we can easily make this or turn them into a soup. So I'm gonna go ahead and serve this and give it a try for you guys, let you know. Alright guys, so here is the finished dish of my fried rice without using any oil. Remember to give us a thumbs up and share if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you really soon on the next one. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and dig right in. This looks beautiful. I'm gonna grab some of this broccoli, a little bit of the cabbage and carrots all in one spoon. Wow. This absolutely tastes as good as any fried rice I've ever had. The only difference without the oil is sesame oil adds a really, really nice flavor to fried rice, but this is totally delicious. If you guys are using oil, you're okay with oil, add a little bit of sesame oil when you toss it at the end to give it a finish. It is super, super delicious. Delicious, not greasy at all, just perfect.